Hey YouTube, welcome back to TCG, and today we are just kind of going over a quick recap of the Peoria Fusion World Regionals for Set 2, and just kind of recap some of the following news. We're going to be doing some other stuff this week, like I got a deck profile coming out tomorrow, which should be pretty fun for a lot of you guys that are looking for non-meta things, but I wanted to kind of dive into kind of how the format was and just the general playing field and what I'm expecting for next week in Rosemont. So if you like the channel, maybe you like the video, and if you really want to help support, maybe subscribe. And if you really want to go the extra mile, head on over to the Dragon Ball channel that I'm trying to build up. Subscribe to that, maybe like some videos, watch some stuff, give us some support. But with that being said, let's hop into the content. So after North Carolina and the regionals that came after that, with Top Coup kind of just dominating the format, it's no secret that this game has kind of suffered some popularity, especially amongst the casual players who would like to be able to play whatever they want to play when they want to play it. Now, this tournament was smaller than North Carolina. I think North Carolina was just like 200 people or so, just about, whereas this one is, if I'm not mistaken, either 11-13 or 11-18. But it's going to be more focused, since a lot of people kind of know you can't just be coming in here with yellow or for even the most part green. It's pretty much just like a red, or you're going to try to counter it with blue. So this is a little bit of a tighter regional. I do have a full tournament breakdown in my Patreon, so if you want to go down to the link tree or the description, just find that. You're welcome to. I can say that without going into like a gajillion details and taking up half the video, I definitely have I faced one Goku Black, and then I faced 6 Top Coups. So that's pretty much my run. This tournament is actually going to have a lot more blue players in the top cut than a lot of tournaments before. It's almost actually half of the top cut, almost. But yeah, we're going to dive into that. And one more time, shout out to the homie Nick Green for winning the entire regionals. That dude is my bro. He's my roommate. He's right off there off the screen, chilling, trying not to be in the video. So that really pretty much be that. But let's actually go over to Eggman Events to look at the breakdown. So once again, shout outs to Eggman Events. Now right here we can see the top 16 leader breakdown for Peoria. You got 9 Son Gokus, Top Coups, 3 Vegetas, 3 Zamasus, and 1 Beerus, making 6 blue decks and 10 red decks. And there's a couple things about this breakdown that I want to get into, but first I just want to give the flowers to the people that I know personally. We got our first place, Nicholas Green. Dude is over here on the other double bed, not being in the video for reasons that I cannot fathom, because I was going to interview him, but like I can't help it. He does not want to get in this video and show you guys the wisdom that led him to a 7-0 finish. That's just me though. That's just me though. But yeah, then we also have Christian Dorn, known him for a long time from Dragon Ball Masters. He was my last round opponent. He got the dub on that one. And then we have Caleb. He is the world champion for Battle Spirit Saga, and he has topped last regional and this regional, so the dude's on a tear. Past then, you've got my bum self at 12th place, but it is what it is. And the thing that's kind of cool here is lots of people think that Beerus feeds on Top Coup, and I feel that Top Coup is a deck that can beat any deck in this format, but it's not as simple as just picking up Top Coup. That's why I start getting kind of annoyed when people are just like, oh, Herder, you just pick up Top Coup and win. That's not the case. You can get slid very easily in the mirror. You can get slid very easily by Beerus. You can get slid very easily by Zamasu, Trunks, or Vegeta if you do not understand how to particularly work against them. If they're a good player and you're not well practiced, you're just going to get bodied. And so I think a lot of people don't kind of get that and just feel like you can just sleeve it up and start profiting. Now, when it comes to the Beerus matchup, while Beerus does have a lot of removal and can keep bodying like Goku's field, Top Cou's field, until you run out of cards, Zamasu and Trunks and Vegeta all have great matchups versus Beerus. You can outgrind Beerus because, unlike Top Coup, Beerus actually has to pay for Kefla. So like that kind of really does hurt your chances of getting in there and kind of popping off with it. And with this turnout, it looks like a lot more people were sitting here and running in with their blue decks trying to counter Top Coup, and that just kind of gave Beerus an unfortunate stray. Also, Beerus is a little slower than Top Coup, and that does come into play depending on the matchup. I have a 19th place, barely bubbled out of top 16 Cell list, who faced like 4 or 5 Beerus and managed to go like, I think like X2, but didn't have the tiebreakers to get into top 16. So yeah, there's a lot going on there. I think that this meta definitely changes up a little bit going into Rosemont, because there's going to be a lot more players who chose to fly into Chicago and barely go anywhere to Rosemont than Peoria. Peoria had 114 players, down from like the 200 that came to North Carolina. Chicago will probably have something in between, because Peoria is kind of a pain to fly into Chicago and then go over, and then flying directly into Peoria is pretty expensive. So a lot of people either had to choose between Peoria if they were local, Rosemont if they were flying in, or like Nick and I are doing, thugging it out for a week in a hotel room. So with that being said, I think that there's not only going to be stiffer competition, like people like Duvall, probably Jonathan Rodriguez, if I'm not mistaken, and then I know for a fact Jordan Markle, they're all going to be there. So there's going to be some stiffer competition, but it's all welcome. So I am excited to see how next one pretty much turns out, but I'm trying to duplicate the success. We're going to actually get a quick message from said sponsors, and then we're going to head into the conclusion, wrapping this up by talking about the ban list that's potentially coming and what I expect for it in terms of shifts.
All right, y'all, taking a quick moment to shout out the sponsors for this video. First up is Mystic TCG, a store based in Missouri that sells all sorts of TCG product, even more than what you see featured here on this page. They also buy singles, collections, and prize cards, so make sure you actually catch them out in their store in Missouri at an event, or even on their Facebook, just to be able to see the events here, but also ask them what they're up to and what they're looking for in terms of vending. You can also use the code UNIXTCG to get discounts off your pre-orders as well as orders, so make sure you get your TCG product while it's hot. Then you have Eclipse Cards and Hobby based out of Texas, and if that sounds familiar, they did sponsor me with a box of Fusion World Set 1. But as you can see on this page, there is a plethora of TCG products that they are actually having for sale at their establishment. You can also even buy things that aren't just TCG products. As you can see on the screen right here, they hold their own locals, they hold their own events, and they are going out to more and more events. You can actually check their Facebook to see their schedule, as well as call and ask about their vending list. And at the checkout for their website, you can use the code UNI10X to actually get percentages off your pre-orders or your orders. So go check it out as well. And we're always up to all sorts of things in Universe X, so you can go down the description and check the link tree to find out about my other channels, my Twitch, or any other avenues that I'm creating content on. But if you want to go the extra mile, you can always go down to any description on any video and find my Amazon affiliate links. These products here will differ from video to video to cater to the audience in question, but it's just very easy to see something that you may like or be interested in, open it up and choose the style and or color that'll work for you. All proceeds will give kickbacks to the channel, so it'll be some direct support, and I'll always appreciate the help from you guys. So with that being said, let's get back to the video.
So yeah, 2 stores, excellent deals, excellent product, many events, and they are both just pretty cool people to be around, if I don't say so myself. Now in 3 days, like I said before, we're getting a ban list, or at least news of a ban list, and I think it's no secret that Top Coup is about to get the shaft. However, the question is Bandai going to hit things around it, or are they not? I think anybody that's been playing Masters through Digimon, through One Piece, the Fusion World, probably know that there are slight chances, and by slight I mean almost non-existent, of us seeing non-red things get hit. Because red is the only thing people are complaining about online, so they're the only thing getting the immediate attention of the people looking at social media and whatnot. When it comes to this, because people have been asking all weekend, that's been like the #1 topic when somebody comes up and wants to like chit chat. And my straight answer is Roshi. I think is automatically getting banned. Roshi just goes too hard when it comes to the awakening. It allows catastrophic game states when it's unanswered. And on top of that, something that I don't think Bandai is going to be looking at, but something that I look at personally, Roshi requires every deck, no matter whether it synergizes with their deck or not, to play outs to Roshi. You're playing 3 Kamis for nothing but Roshi, 3 Zamasus in most blue decks for nothing but Roshi. If Roshi goes, decks get a minimum of 4 slots back or more, and they don't have to build the same way. Now, the other card that I don't want to get touched, but I feel like it's the card that people are screaming about, is Kefla. I think that Kefla, with the right hits around it, could be a fine card because that's just a good card for red. But I think people are just complaining about Kefla too much, and Bandai's going to see that too much and probably touch it. Banning would be severe, limiting would feel RNG-ish, but we have ways to recycle it. High key, I'm looking at you One Piece players because there's just no shot that you guys can play Gecko Moria for like 2 sets. but then like sit over here and get mad at Kefla. I just don't understand that. I'm not 2 sets. I mean, you guys have had Gecko Moria for a set and EVO 1, but there's just no way that Gecko Moria slides, but you guys want to dog Kefla. I'm just saying it right here. But that being said, I think that Roshi is like an auto dunk, and I think Kefla is very likely to get hit. You guys have seen my ban list prediction video, or my perfect ban list, and while you may not have agreed with some of the points, I would like Ribrianne to be gone. I think that Top Coup can operate too quickly in the early game, can still do its intended purpose as a mid-range game or mid-range deck, and I think it closes people up late game because at any point that you are at 2 life, you can just be at 0 life with almost nothing you can do about it because of Glimpse and Ribrianne. Glimpse, as we all know, is getting a reprint in a supposed holiday pack. It looks like it's going to come out for the holidays as they normally do. For you Masters players, you guys should remember the Beast Gohan deck box with the packs in it. I think they're going to do the same thing, but it's like a cool foil version of Glimpse, while it also has like a energy marker that's actually Ultra Instinct Goku. They're not going to hit Glimpse before they release a dual pack right before Christmas. That's just not happening. So I would like Ribrianne to get hit, even though Glimpse is the more problematic card, because every other person has to play a double striker for 2 or for 5, and Ribrianne comes out for 1 and a card in hand. That's just not it. But that one would surprise me. If Bandai had the foresight to hit that one, be a big surprise. But that's just me. I think that this is going to open up the format into a very much so more matchup dependent format, because every color is actually going to be able to see play. It really will. Now, in a future video, we're going to definitely dive into that because I want to see how they hit that in order to move forward with that. But yeah, we're going to dive into it. We're going to talk about it. There are going to be Patreon articles, videos, talks in the Discord. Join the Discord if you want to. But I just want to know what you guys are thinking about that. I'm going to head out because there's other things to do. You got to get lots of videos done for Dokkan, for Legends. Check over that channel again if you want to. And then also got to get some practice in because I really do want to duplicate these results at Rosemont. So thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for the just well wishes and the congratulations for the cereal. It felt really, really nice. And I will see you guys in the next video. Later.